The political and human impact of the recent explosion in Beirut has been vast, and the people are suffering a sense of despair. One Christian broadcaster is trying to ease that suffering by providing for their needs and offering hope. CBN Middle East correspondent Julie Stahl has that story.
When the mushroom cloud blast ripped through Beirut, Arabic Christian broadcaster Sat7 jumped into action.
We started to broadcast prayers for people, for their safety, for those who lost loved ones. Prayer for the responsible people in the government, politicians, so that God may open their eyes so they can save people from this misery.
Sat7's George McKean told CBN News while broadcasting live worship, they brainstormed on how the church could help.
Thursday, by another broadcast where just people praying and worshiping and speaking about where they can find hope, how we can find hope in such pain.
Several miles from the epicenter, their Beirut studio suffered very minor damage, but the homes of nearly all staff members were damaged. Still, they took action to help others.
They were in the streets downtown trying to clean and trying to distribute food, drinks to people and just pray with them and tell them that we feel with you. And hopefully in the coming few days we will have a campaign called For Lebanon.
For 2 weeks, the campaign will use prayer to mark the exact time of the explosions, hoping to ease the memory. On the ground in Beirut, Juliana Sfer reported how the Lebanese had never experienced anything like this explosion, even in 15 years of civil war.
They have lost hope in their politicians. They have lost hope in the future. Please pray. Pray for protection from another civil war. Please pray for protection from immigration as well. A lot of our young people will want to leave now. Please pray for us here at Sat7 to be the church that heals.
Sat7 broadcasts to some 30 million people in the Middle East and North Africa, making the gospel available in Arabic, Farsi, and Turkish.
I think the most touching thing is the kind of prayers and sympathy and support that was coming from outside Lebanon, from Egyptians, Jordanians, Syrians. Lots of people who say that you are like, we feel with you, you mean a lot to us.
And while many work to clean up the overwhelming physical damage, McKean says their focus goes beyond the buildings.
It's much more important to build human capacity and build people trust in the future more than just building the buildings. And this is like what I wish and pray that we can contribute toward by what we are doing in our programs.
McKean says the desire for Lebanon is not only restoration, but to become a light to the rest of the Arab world.
Coming up, the red dragon in the Persian Gulf, growing ties between China and Iran. Where will it lead?